make this a quick video. I don't really want to be out here all day because just a quick flying visit to Yokus gym, and let's go through all this stuff I've just jotted down here. I don't really want to talk about that yesterday in Bury. He's not here. I went there. The guy, ringing him non-stop. He didn't come, did he? So it is what it is. Let's move on from that now. It's become a little bit boring, hasn't it? You get keyboard warriors, don't you? So I just ignore them. I block anybody who sends any crap to me now. I'm going to start letting them, unblocking them at 8 o'clock at night till 9 o'clock, but it just fuels them, doesn't it? So, because there's a band of brothers in there running about 45 accounts. My mate from that area just rung me and said, "Yeah, ignore them." So I'm a bit bigger than that, aren't I? I think I proved my point, didn't I? So, you know, he's kicked off Twitter and he probably got himself banned. You set another account up, don't you, and come back on Twitter with your own picture up, don't you? But, you know, he got scared, didn't he, and that's it. That's what happens to bullies, isn't it? They get scared, don't they? And, you know, I learnt that from when I was at school. But anyway, moving on to bigger and better things. I wonder if Joshua Wilder fight's going to happen now. I hope it is. But we're going to see, aren't we? I keep hearing that contracts are sent and blah de blah, and well, it remains to be seen, doesn't it? It's an hard fight for both of them. And it's a risky fight, but it's one that the public need, in it, because the simple reason is we need one champion, don't we? We've always wanted one champion, haven't we? The only people that won't let us have one champion are the promoters, because they're greedy. I've never met a promoter that's not greedy for money. That's why they do it. See how a promoter gets paid? He'll get his TV money up front, and it's up to him then to try and hold on to as much money as he can. So he's going to try and get fights for little money. If you're getting 100 grand for a TV slot, and you could put a card on for 80 grand, you're going to pocket 20 plus the gate, aren't you? But you're going to try and spend the old money, the old TV money on the card, aren't you, really? That's what you should spend. The gate usually goes to the promoter, doesn't it, and to pay for board and judges and blah blah blah. That's how I look at it. But fan club, eh? Jesus. But anyway, I hope Joshua Wilder happens. I've given Eddie loads of stick for the fight not happening, but I'd like to see it happen. I think it should happen. We need one champion. He'll have 6 belts, won't they? WBC, WBA, IBF, IBO, WBO, and ring belt. They'll put that online. 6 belts. We've never had that, have we? I think boxing needs that fight, and the fans do as well. So I think it's probably signed now. I think it's probably signed. Matchroom are probably on to make a lot of money off it. A lot of money. More money than they've ever made off any fight. It's probably a 2-fight deal, and you know, I don't think they want to fight Povetkin. And people close to me in boxing think it's going to be Povetkin and Wilder, but personally, I think it could happen now. Why risk it with Povetkin? Why? Everybody wants to fight now. They're backed into a corner. Let's have the fight. It's become boring. It's a bit like Matt Bowes and me, innit? He don't want to fight me, does he? He's ran scared. It's become boring now, hasn't it? Well, Wilder and Joshua, if they don't fight, that's going to become boring, isn't it? So it is what it is, isn't it? So get sweat coming out here. Right then, on to bigger and better things. Whyte. Somebody's asked me what I thought about the Dillian Whyte situation. Dillian Whyte, all he had to do was beat Ortiz and he gets Wilder. Now, why didn't Dillian Whyte fight Ortiz? You know, he's the same age as Brown, he's an old man. Fight him. You fought Lucas Brown, they're probably the same punching power. Why won't you fight Ortiz? And I could never work that out. Why not fight Ortiz? Why bid for the Pulev fight if you weren't going to win the bid anyway. I mean, Eddie bid just above half for that, didn't he? Can't work that out. We all know that Whyte isn't a pay-per-view, is he, versus Parker? Come on. What's Dillian Whyte beat to get a pay-per-view fight? Because Eddie Hearn says he deserves a 7-figure fight. Is that all he's giving him off a pay-per-view fight? 7 figures? Come on. I just don't agree with it. Joshua with WBC, you know, one fight off fighting Wilder before, one, and he jumped to IBF. Now Dillian Whyte, he's one fight away from Wilder, and if he beats Ortiz, and he's jumped at WBO with Parker. Does anybody really want to see Joshua against Parker or Whyte again? I don't want to see that. That's not fair on fans, is it? Do you want to see Joshua against Dillian Whyte again? Come on, it was one-sided, wasn't it? Do you want to see Parker against Whyte again? Parker's never been in a good fight. He's a stinker of a fight, isn't he? I wish him all the best, but he's not in good fights, Parker. I don't want to see that against Joshua. And I think Parker beats Dillian Whyte. I think he beats him on points. If Dillian Whyte knocked Parker out, they could say Joshua couldn't do that. So that's how they'd sell the fight, wouldn't they? They'd also sell it on the fact that Dillian Whyte rocked Joshua. Well, Vladimir did more than rock him, didn't he? He just couldn't finish him off. But I don't want to see Whyte against Parker on pay-per-view. I want to see it on normal Saturday night. But have you seen what Sky have put on their website? They're putting Yui Fury in mix, aren't they? So we're going to see out, aren't we, what happens there. But maybe Yui Fury is one more fight away from fighting for IBF. I'd like to think it'd be Yui Fury against Pulev next, but I can't really say too much about what's happening there because it's their business. Peter Fury and Yui's business. So, let's have a look. Frampton against Jackson, Tyson Fury against TBA. Who's that Frampton's fighting? Who is that? That's a stadium fight in Ireland. Stadium fight. Frampton against who? Who is it? Who is this guy? Well, is that what it's come to now? Frampton, not in a world title fight, but in a stadium fight, but against... Who's he fighting? And Tyson Fury against TBA. No opponent. Well, where's Frank Warren going as a promoter? Tyson Fury deserves better than that, doesn't he? So does Carl Frampton. What are they doing? What's going on there? I just think that they deserve better. I think they deserve better. Frampton, he's a big noise over there, isn't he? He's got a good trainer. He's got good management behind him. I think that they should have a better opponent than that. But that's just my opinion, isn't it? That's just my opinion. I just think Frampton deserves a better opponent, and I don't know why nobody's saying anything about it. Why not? It's a poor opponent for Frampton. He's a top class boxer, isn't he? I'd like to see Frampton in with somebody better. I think his skills warrant it. I would have liked to have seen maybe the Quigg fight, put Quigg on less money. I don't even know who this guy is, to be honest. I mean, I've never heard of him. And Tyson, they haven't even named an opponent, have they? And who's going to headline on night? So if Tyson's coming back and it's his second fight of his multi-fight deal and he's not headlining, what's going on? What's going on? I've just seen something. I've just had a quick look on internet now. Dave Allen says he's going to give it all he's got against Yokus. I hope he is. He's got a chance here now, Dave Allen, to shock the odds, hasn't he, against an Olympic gold medalist. I hope he does it. I don't think he's going to do it, but I hope he does. I will have a bet on him to win by KO. He's not going to get a decision over there. He's going to have to let his hands go. he's going to have to replicate what he does in the gym in the ring on the night, isn't he, under the lights. And I wish him all the best. I hope he gets home safely no matter what happens, because you know he has been matched hard. Is he going to be one of them guys that's just going to be matched hard all his career, and if people can stop him, it's going to look good on the CV? If he'd have still been with Dennis from the beginning, he'd have probably been ready for a title fight now, David. So, you know, you chop and change your trainers and your promoters and your team around you, and that's what happens. You become like a spare wheel, don't you? Oh, we'll throw Dave Allen in, and if we stop him, it'll look good on record. He shouldn't have been in with Ortiz, he shouldn't have been in with White, and he shouldn't be in with this guy, should he? As a young kid, needs to go back to the drawing board and build up. That's what we're going to do. Start from the beginning. After the Lemroy Thomas, you know, where he got cut, he should have gone back to the drawing board, started again. He's still a lot younger than some guys are when they turn heavyweight, but you know, I'm hearing reports that he might be going on Love Island, or if he, I don't know, if he didn't win that fight, I heard he's going on Love Island, that TV program. So I don't know, but I don't know. I just he's obviously working his ticket, in here, but maybe David don't want to be a boxer. I don't know. He's obviously got talent there, hasn't he? He needs to make most of it, because what is he, 25, 26? Before you know where you are, you're 35, 36, and you're go talking like that. So you're talking like Riddick Bowe. So I don't know, but I hope he's all right. I hope he gets a win when he fights that French guy. Ritson, Lewis Ritson. I'm a big Lewis Ritson fan. He's Jaffa's fighter. He's a nice kid. He's just signed a 5-year deal with Eddie Hearn, so you know, let's hope that let's hope he gets looked after now. He's probably going to get a stadium fight in 5th fight, or a world title shot. Eddie will be mapping his career out for him up north. That's good. They've got somebody they can build off. I don't think Josh Kelley's good enough to carry him up there. He's got that style like Burnett. It's not very nice, is it? It's not what I want to see. I want to see excitement. You want to see people getting knocked out, don't you? Like Lewis Ritson, he's fan friendly. He goes, you know, it's like Eddie says, he goes to a match. He's one of people, isn't he? He's one of them, isn't he? Josh Kelley's a fancy Dan, isn't he? He's always going to have one of them horrible styles. Who knows, maybe they might meet down the line, but I don't think he's got a big enough frame to fight Kelley. I think he'll always be a couple of weight divisions below. But you know, I wish him all the best. He's a nice kid, Lewis, and Phil Jeffries has done really well for him. Nobody can say he's not done best for his fighter. I'm disappointed that Phil, when I was working with Dennis, that he didn't go with Free Sports and Dennis, because it all looked like he were going to do. But obviously he's gone with Sky. He's had to, you know, look at what's best for his fighter, hasn't he? And Dennis couldn't deliver the package that Eddie Hearn's delivered for Ritson. So you've got to say, we wish you all the best. But I'm not with Dennis now, but I wish Lewis Ritson all the best. He's a nice kid, isn't he? Jaffa's a top boxing man. He's got good boxing people around him. And don't forget Jaffa, he's been around it years. His son got a bronze medal at Olympics, didn't he? 2008, Tony Jeffries. He's a nice kid, and I wish him all the best. Postel against Josh Taylor. That's a great fight, that, isn't it, for purists? What can I say about Josh Taylor? I think he's the real deal. I'd like to see Josh Taylor against Hooker. I'd like to see Lewis Ritson step up a weight and fight Josh Taylor. How's about that for a fight? Or Josh Taylor stepping up and fighting Josh Kelley. Woo! Some good fights there, isn't there? But I think Josh Taylor, I think he's the best in the division at his weight, and he hasn't got a world title yet. I think he's that good. I think Josh Taylor, Lewis Ritson, I think them two, and Daniel Dubois, I think they're ones for the future, them guys, aren't they? They are really, really good. I think Tom Little against Dubois, I think that's a good fight. I like Tom Little, he brings it, doesn't he? He shows respect to his opponent. He's going to say what he's going to say at press conference, but he's my kind of fighter, Tom Little. I like him, I've got respect for him. I think he's a good fighter. I think Tom Little, with some good sparring, going away from home, sparring say Klitschko or somebody in a camp abroad for a good couple of months, a good camp under him, I think Tom Little wins a British title. You know, I'm not saying he's going to beat Huey, but I think he's probably just a touch below. I think he's British level. I think Huey's world level, isn't he? But Tom Little's good enough to win a British title in right fight. I'd like to see Tom Little against Dave Allen as well. I think that's a good fight for Dave Allen. I think that's a good fight. I think Dave Allen will be after he fights in France. I think he'll be open to win it with anybody. But if he don't win in France, where's Dave Allen's career going? He's just going to be like the guy that people want to fight who don't get stopped, isn't he? Where's his career going if he loses in France? You know, how many more chances is he going to need? I think he should change his team and go back to the drawing board. Keep his trainer, get a team behind him and start again. Start again from the beginning. Forget all these fights that you've had that you've lost. Just start again. That's what I think David should do. Instead of, you can't go from journeyman level, because Dave's not won a central area yet, as he said. You've got World, European, Commonwealth, British, English, central area. You've got 6 levels, and Dave's not even on ladder with a central area, so he's like under central area, isn't he? But yet he's fighting a guy that's probably Euro level already. You can't make that jump like that. There's no shortcuts in boxing. And I sometimes wonder what Dave Allen's management are saying about him. Who's advising him? Yeah, Dave, take this fight here. You're going to get beat, but you'll get a few quid in France. How's that looking after your fighter? Who is advising Dave Allen? Who's advising him? I don't know. I don't know. You know, he's playing table tennis with Carl Frampton. Really, he should be training, shouldn't he? He was on that babe station, wasn't he? With his belly with one of them body cup things, belt things that boxers wear. Why were we doing that a couple of weeks before a fight? He should be in camp, shouldn't he, resting? Not at other end of the country playing table tennis or messing about on babe station. That's probably why he's not working with Eddie Hearn. You've got to take boxing serious. You can't mess a play at boxing. So, which brings me to Fury against Bellew. Tyson Fury against Tony Bellew. Have you noticed how Coogan's gone back and forward, back and forward? Tyson, Bellew says this. Tony, Tyson says that. Back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. And we're getting the views, we're getting the views. So no worries, mate. I'll get them off you tomorrow if you're still at work. Alright. I'll come and see you tomorrow night when I finish. Alright, mate. Cheers. But I don't think that's a good fight. But where does Tyson Fury go from here now for a big fight? Is Frank Warren going to let Tyson Fury go on Sky? If he does that, is that like admitting defeat? Because Tyson's not going to get paid sharing a fight with Frampton, is he? How's he going to get paid on that? Who's going to pay him? Who? Who's going to pay him? How much they're going to pay your opponent? It's just some things that you have to take into consideration. He's not going to get mega money on undercard of Frampton, is he? He's on an undercard on a show that's not a world title fight and no pay-per-view. So where's money going to come from to pay for them all? So he'd have to go on Sky. Tony Bellew won't go on BT Sport unless his money were in an escrow account, and they're not going to pay Tony the money he wants because he's going to want David A money, isn't he? So it's going to have to go on Sky. And Frank's going to have to swallow for Tyson to go on Sky. And Tyson now, he's tied to Frank Warren, isn't he? So it's a mess, isn't it, really? Where's Tyson go? He's fighting TBA. I feel for him, really. He's a super talent, Tyson. He deserves better, but it's his choice, isn't it? What his team have made the choice. So you make your bed, you lie in it, don't you? But I wish him all the best. I think he beats Tony Bellew anyway. I think he's too big, his arms are too long, but if it's the same Tyson that turned up in shape for that Sarifi, who knows? I mean, Tony Bellew, he might have seen something that we hadn't seen. who knows, but I wish them all the best. If they do fight, I hope they get home safe to their families, because they're both family men, aren't they? And it's only a sport, innit? So, anyway, I'm going to get off down home, get a shower, order some food, and I'm going to go to bed. It's been a long day, I'm shattered. and it is what it is. You like me saying that, don't you, at Arsenal? I sort of nicked that saying, and so right, get this door shut. So right, keep on trucking, all the best. How many minutes is that? Oh, that should be enough for today because I'm knackered. Cheers. Oh, shout out to K Official, my sponsors, and Ali at Churchill's Tailors in Doncaster, celebrating 50 years. So, alright, if you want your shirts done and your suits, go to Churchill's in Doncaster, Bowers Fold. Some great stuff there. A lot of sportsmen go there, Ricky Hatton, Johnny Nelson, Richard Poxon goes there. Is he trendy though? You won't wear out Richard Poxon wears, would you? But McDonald twins go there, they're quite trendy, aren't they? They fancy themselves as dressers. Jamie does, doesn't he? So, alright, you take care and all the best.